Hey, welcome back. You know who it is. It's those same dudes. They come on week after week after week. And you know what? They got nothing but the best sports talk radio in the land. It's those dudes from XO Sports Talk Live. Tune in right now. It's going down. It's going down. Episode number 25. Did I say that right? Episode number 25. Today is October the 28th, 2021. Today is Thursday. We get ready to get it popping. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Man, come on. Are you kidding me? 25 episodes. We've been doing this. Let's get it popping.
25 years young.
Yep.
Terry.
So at this time, XO Sports Talk would like to thank you all for your support. We are now on all streaming platforms, so you can listen to us in your car, your phone, at work. While you're at work, make sure you're working though. At the gym or wherever you're going. Please feel free to post any comments and suggestions on how we can improve the show. If this is your first time watching or listening in, please subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell. Please continue to tell family and friends about the show. Again, thanks to everyone for their support. With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, XO Sports Talk would like to encourage our viewers and listeners to show their support to the brave women and men who have been diagnosed with this disease. Your time, support, and generosity will go a long way in terms of helping cancer patients and the research being done to find a cure.
Amen.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Sir.
Well said, Terry.
Well said.
Emerson, college football update.
Man, are you kidding me? What a weekend of college football. Well, listen, number one, the Georgia Bulldogs, they had a bye week this week. They still remain at the top of the chart of the AP poll this week at number one. Number two, Cincinnati. Did I say Cincinnati? They're number 2 in the country. They had a little barn burner going on, but they pulled it out 27-20 over Navy. Then we got Oklahoma. They pulled it out 35-23 over Kansas. That was a nice little game going on. I'm telling you, they were going at it. And guess who's back in the top 5 again? Alabama. Here they come. Alabama. Here they come. 52-24 over Tennessee. I think that was a statement game. They want to want everybody to know that they're back and they're coming hard. Listen, the Ohio State 54-7 over Indiana, and that rounds up our top 5. But wait a minute, don't go nowhere. My Ivy League fans, listen, they had a 5 overtime thriller between Princeton and Harvard, with Princeton pulling it out 18-16, and nothing but a whole lot of good football going on. And I'm telling you, it was going back and forth, but there was a little controversy with the calls and the rules as far as that game is concerned. But let me just tell you about this. I'll switch over to those Fighting Illini, and they beat Penn State in a 9 overtime game. Did you hear me? 9 overtimes, and the Fighting Illini pulled it out over Penn State, and they went right down there to Penn State and pulled that game out. Listen, that was a crazy weekend in college football, y'all. I'm going to be back for next week with more good college football to give to you right here on XO Sports. Let's go, fellas.
Yes.
A lot of football.
A lot of energy there, folks.
I'm on
Brent Musburger Jr.
Michael Irving, man. That's my dude, man.
Like hamburger.
Catch him in the coffee shop. Hazelnut, 2 swigs.
More like Brett Hamburger.
So late night donuts, man, at work, man.
Yeah.
Malcolm, Major League Baseball update and the World Series.
Yes. Thank you. Baseball was exciting. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. The Championship League Series, which was the National League, that was a good one. When the Los Angeles Dodgers got defeated, I'm going to say it again. Slow it down for the man who's upset right now. got defeated by the Atlanta Braves. And I think I remember somebody picking the Atlanta Braves to go to the World Series. I won't say no names. But anyway, Atlanta Braves, earlier they did their job. They had great pitching and timely hitting. They do Evan Rosario. He was on fire. He had like 14 hits in a single series, and that wasn't even 7 games. That was 6 games. And then over in the American League, the Houston Astros took out the Boston Red Sox. That was another great series over there.
Cheaters.
To me, yeah, they both were cheaters to me. But to me, the Red Sox, they overachieved anyway, and they basically got there, with timely hitting and good pitching, but they didn't have enough. Like I said, nobody predicted the Red Sox to even make the playoffs, though. They had a great year up there in Boston, so you can't complain about that. And now, as far as the World Series go, which is a good World Series, the first game went to the Braves. The Braves came out on fire in the first inning. They was hitting the ball around. They did a great job. They won the first game, and the second game, Houston won. So the series is tied up at 1-1 right now as we speak. The World Series is tied at 1-1, and they have to go back to Atlanta. Atlanta has 2 home games, and right now Atlanta's looking very good. And that's without Acuna. They lost their number one player, the number one hitter, Acuna. And they for half since since July, they lost his kid. Yep. And they came back from August. They've been hot since August. So nothing new about them. It's good to see Atlanta Braves doing good. This is their first time in the World Series since '99, since the Yankees swept them. So I didn't want to say anything about that, But anyway, so it was just about that, So they're back in the World Series. I'm gonna say right now, I'm pulling for Atlanta Braves.
I'm saying in the National League, I'm gonna stick with them too, man. Listen, they beat my boys, the Dodgers. We'll take it on the chin, but we'll be back next year.
That's cool.
Well deserved Atlanta Braves. I'm with you, ATL.
Go yes. ATL on fire.
And
beat those cheaters.
That was the team I said in All-Star break that made not All-Star break, but the trade deadline that made the best moves.
Yeah, we remember.
Right, you did say that. We give you props, man.
Yeah, the Yankees have made the best move, but they made a great move.
Yeah,
Terry,
right. That goes off to you, man.
Terry, who are you going with for the World Series?
I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I like Atlanta. I like them as a team, going back to the Fred McGriff, John Smoltz, Greg Maddux. And Tom Glavine days, and I got some family down in Atlanta too, so
yeah, that helps.
Especially if you want to go down there and eat.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah,
Atlanta. Great restaurants in Atlanta.
I think I'm going with the Houston Astros.
Wow.
I will never forget when we talked about it in a production meeting. When Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker.
American
Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker.
Dusty Rhodes from the WWF.
When Dusty Baker's son ran out onto the baseball field and almost got crushed, luckily JT Snow grabbed his kid and saved him at home plate.
Yanked him out the way.
And we were talking about it. Maybe the kid was 6 years old, 8 years old, and the kid was around 3 years old.
Wow.
And at the press conference, Dusty Baker said his mother told him, "Son, that boy doesn't have no business out there on that field." And he told his mother, "Don't you think I know what I'm doing?" And he said, she was right.
He was a bat boy, so it happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a little excited when he went.
Well, Dusty wasn't paying attention because his mother was right. You're supposed to be paying attention to the game for what you're getting paid for. Then you got to worry about your 3-year-old son out there too. So,
lesson for the young youth.
Yep. Also, in this World Series, first time ever, you have the 2 oldest managers managing a World Series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
So kudos to the youth, we will call them.
Yeah, I'm rooting for
them young
Hey man, Hey, Dusty Baker's a former Dodger, man. So I'm kind of pulling for him, but he's coaching the Astros, so I got a little
Yeah,
problem
make
there.
I'm going for
We'll get back
Dusty.
to you later. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
next year.
I don't
Next
know.
year.
Yeah. NBA roundtable, starting it off with Kyrie Irving. Malcolm.
Ooh, I tell you what, man, this kid better get his vaccine or he ain't gonna get no money. Tell you right now, they cutting off all. I'm pretty sure he made enough money. They said he made 120 million already, which he got another contract coming too. Man, I mean, I understand he has, questions about the vaccination, which we all understand that too. I mean, everybody, these are superior athletes and they don't just want to put anything in their body. And I truly understand where he's coming from. I mean, I hope he just does his homework, and we just want to see everybody healthy and playing because we know he's truly a great player, when he's in the game. It's just a matter of everybody just getting on him because of his politics or whatever he says. I mean, just because he speaks his mind, everybody gets mad about that too. So, but let's hope he gets, vaccinated and everything works out for him, him in the Nets.
Harry.
Well, for me, I mean, just looking at it from being a sports fan. I'm gonna be selfish and say I want him to get the vaccine because, as he likes to call himself, he's a hooper, and he spends time working on his craft, and it shows. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Kevin Durant or James Harden, but what would their record be right now with him on the court? But besides that, I respect his opinion. He has a right to decide whether he wants to get vaccinated or not. It's his life. You only get one to live. I just hope that last year's playoffs isn't the last time that we get to see this young man out on the court,
Now, Terry, I'm going to play devil's advocate to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the owner.
Mm-hmm.
You still want me to pay you?
So we're talking about that. No, I mean, he shouldn't get paid. I mean, he's not doing the job that he's supposed to do. They do have a vaccination rule in the state where he plays. So
Yep, New York.
That's part of the job. If you ask your everyday Joe, you have to abide by the same rules. So, and I haven't heard, I don't know, but I don't think he's made a big fuss about getting paid. I mean, that's something for the players union to kind of get into, my opinion.
Players union agreed to it.
Emerson.
Yeah.
Wow. Kyrie Irving, one hell of a basketball player. I can watch him any day of the week. He's box office. He's an all-star. He's one of the top players in the NBA. But I understand, and I do respect his opinion about the vaccination. But is it really about that? Because there always seems to be something going on with Mr. Kyrie Irving, whether it's the bubble, the guy at the car garage, the guy at the rental car place, the guy who cleans his suit where he can't show up for practice. I don't know, the dentist who didn't show up on time for him when he needed a dentist support. I don't know. There's always seems to be something with Mr. Kyrie Irving. Is it really about the vaccination, or is he using this platform to maybe, I don't know, take some time off? I don't know. They said he needed to get some things together before, but there always seems to be some issue why he can't get on the basketball court. That's all I'm saying. I respect his opinion. If it's about the vaccination, so be it. Kyrie, we want to see you play some ball, man. We miss seeing you play ball, man. But, there's the YMCA, there's Rucker Park, there's, the Pro-Am leagues. You can go and play some pickup games and, just to hang out a little bit.
Brian.
I respect his opinion. I think we all should do that. Everybody should.
Yes.
And Kyrie, I think if he's gonna walk that walk, he's gonna have to talk that talk. And if he doesn't want to get a vaccine and he wants to share that reason why and that knowledge, share it, because he has a platform that speaks loud. And if he knows something more than some of the doctors know, share it. Because you've seen what happened out in front of the Barclays Center with fans bum rushing, trying to get in, screaming his name. So I think he needs to really, if he's going to lead, then lead. You're going to basically say you foregoing this season, because it doesn't look like anything is going to be changing anytime soon.
And they're not going to change the rules for him.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Well, Malcolm always said the best ability is availability. And it's been too much from Boston to Cleveland, now the Brooklyn Nets, where that his availability is not there. And if I'm owner, I'm looking at the general manager saying, and why do we have him here? That I could be on the hook for X amount of millions? He's got to go. I wouldn't tolerate this, because it's a track record. If a young man is standing for what he believes in, okay, fine. But it's been too much nonsense, like Emerson was saying, from every basketball team, from Cleveland to Boston, and now it's the Nets. And one of the problems that you're facing right now is it's too many athletes in the NFL, in baseball, that are getting the vaccine. And so we haven't seen that many players lose a leg. So what statistics are you going to show that this is harming a lot of athletes? If you don't want to get paid and you want to move on,
that's it. You could do something else, you know.
Best of luck.
Do something else. Yeah. I mean, there was a time, I think they said he didn't play one night. He showed up at the arena and the parking lot attendant parked his car in the wrong parking space, and he didn't play in that game or something. You know, I mean, there's just always something.
It's a sport where that these are truly great athletes that get paid to have a lot of money, and let's face it, you're blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But there comes a day when you get old. I hope you don't regret it, because you cannot turn back Father Time.
Yeah.
You love the game, play the game.
We love you, Kyrie.
Malcolm.
Yes.
I'm going to save you for last.
Thank you.
Because it's about the New York Knicks. And we're going to start it off with Emerson.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. New York Knicks. Listen, man, it's just good to see the Knicks, the Garden rocking, you know, seeing my man Spike down there, man, with his outfits on. Listen, man, and Spike, make sure those security people know who you are, okay? So you don't have any problems there. We don't want that, man. Y'all let Spike Lee into the Garden, all right? He can walk in any door he wants. He's paid his dues. But anyway, it's just good to see the New York Knicks off to a great start. They're just balling out right now. And I think I need to go to get to one of those games, because there's nothing like basketball in the Garden. Go New York.
Barry.
Like Emerson said, man, it's good times right now. The Garden is rocking. You know, we had one loss where they played down to the competition, and I lost to Orlando, which I didn't like, but it's okay. I mean, I think Tibbs has got the team playing really good defense. As we saw against Philly. And, you know, Kemba Walker had a great game. Not a good game. He had a great game, and that's what we need. One thing that that concerns me a little bit, and I hope it gets worked out, is Tibbs is a little tight with the rotation. And I like to see a couple of the young guys just to get the experience, because they are a very deep team as well.
Yep.
So I would like to see a couple young guys on the court just to get that experience, because come playoff time, if we get there, I'm not going to jump ahead, but if we get there, you're going to need that bench. And that bench is talented and is deep. But I'm happy with everything I see so far. And Garden's rocking right now. Feels it's good. Good to be a Knicks fan right now. Let's go.
Brian.
As the NBA, just having exposure for the major markets, your New York, your LA, you can feel the aura that they just bring to the NBA itself. The NBA is growing, it's been growing. Small market teams are winning. But when you get New York, LA relevant, it just makes the NBA even that more exciting. So the Knicks, happy to see them. They took out Philly. I was hoping to see Ben Simmons play and shoot the ball, Ben. That's it. So please, but it was good to see the way the Knicks are playing. But me and T talked about that a little bit. I think Tibbs do need to go a little deeper in the rotation, just so they can get that experience now, so they can be ready to get some minutes down the long run. So, hats off to the Knicks, man.
I was watching the Knicks and the Celtics, and I was like, wow, this arena is alive. The fans were going crazy. And it was almost like it was a playoff atmosphere.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen that in New York for a long time. You heard that tired organ going, and but they got it tuned up on that organ, and it was jamming with the fans. Congratulations to your New York Knicks, Patrick Ewing. Malcolm.
Yes, I agree with you, brothers. I mean, Terry took a little of what I was saying. I'm enjoying the Knicks, but they have a deep team this year, and Thibodeau's going at least 8 to 10 deep, and he's not playing these kids. I do want to see these young kids play because them kids are awesome, man. McBride and the other kid that they drafted. I mean, they got Sims, McBride, and
Grimes.
Whatever the other Grimes, yes. Yep. Yes, I want to see them kids play. I'm pretty sure they'll get their shine, when the Knicks, have a little blowout. Because Thibodeau, one thing about Thibodeau, he doesn't like playing rookies because you can see what he did to Obi Toppin last year. Yeah. Now Obi Toppin getting minutes, and Obi Toppin's a finisher. But back to the games itself. Yes, that first game was awesome. Like you said, it felt like a playoff atmosphere, and the Garden was rocking. It was live. All the celebrities had their seats. You know who they are. They all sitting in their seats. They were like, we ain't giving these up. The Knicks could stink. And then those celebrities will still keep those seats because it's the Mecca, So, but it's great to see them doing good. I just love the fact that they're playing defense. They had a little hiccup against Orlando. They beat Orlando, then lost to Orlando. And they had a little hiccup. I'm pretty sure Thibodeau got on them for that because I think in that fourth quarter they played lackadaisical. Their defense wasn't up to par on that game. But they play Chicago Bulls tonight, who are undefeated, and the Chicago Bulls look real good.
Yeah, great.
I'm telling you now, Ball is balling out. Alonzo Ball is balling. I'm telling you, man. And of course, they got DeRozan, and they're just playing great ball right now, So it's going to be a great, exciting game tonight. I can't wait.
Zach Levine too. Levine.
We know Levine got game. We already know that.
Yeah.
He's an all-star, We already know Levine got game. So they're going to be balling, tonight. It's going to be a great game. Go back and forth. I'm just happy for hopefully a healthy, good season, because I can't, the kid Robinson, he's been getting a lot of rebounds too. So, it's good to see him jumping up and down. He needs to stay healthy. That's another kid that
we
needs
need
to
him.
stay healthy.
He's the anchor. He's the anchor down there.
I'm not worried about the guard play. We can match people guard play because Kemba's been lighting it up a little bit, And we know he can knock down an open shot. Like I said, he also brings a dimension by driving the penetration, It's just a matter of how tired and how his legs this year. But it's good to see Derrick Rose out there too. But I love my New York Knicks. Nothing new. Let's go New York. Let's go New York. Nothing new. But it's a long season.
It's a long season.
So let's hope for some health and some good basketball. That's all I can ask for.
Yes, absolutely.
The Hollywood Lakers.
Ooh.
Emerson.
Come on, man. Listen, man.
Oh, stop. You're going last.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, man.
I mean, it's still way too early in the season to say what the Lakers will or will not be. Ron, AD, and Westbrook, they're still trying to get adjusted to each other. They have some players that they picked up that are, I believe, still out, coming off. They're still injured and waiting for them to come back. Kendrick Nunn, Trevor Ariza, and I believe who am I missing? They picked up another guard shooter, Ellington.
Wayne Ellington, yes.
So they're not back. The positive that I've seen from all this is Carmelo Anthony. I mean, he's come to this team and he's fit right in because he knows his role is a scorer, and he has no problem trying to put that ball in the basket. And I believe he won the game for him the other night.
Yeah.
Forget who they played, but
Melo.
Yeah,
he's a quite nice fellow.
Yeah. 28 points. And so that's a positive because I think they're going to need him down the stretch of the season going into the playoffs. As far as Russell Westbrook, like the Red Sox had a saying, let Manny be Manny. You just got to let Brody be Brody, man. Get the ball, especially early in the season. Get the ball, do your thing. If you turn it over, it doesn't faze me right now. Just get all the kinks out now. So hopefully down that stretch run of the season, he's in rhythm, which I think he will be. So it's way too early for me to make a call on them right now.
Malcolm.
Thank you for getting it to me, man. I couldn't wait to get out of this one. I'm telling you, how the Lakers have a 26-point lead in the fourth quarter and blow it? I mean, your boy, what's his name? The Russell. Dude, he's just killing the team. He had a quadruple double, and I'm like, oh man, he went off. He had double-digit assists, double-digit rebounds, and double-digit points. But you didn't forget he had double-digit turnovers. You know, dude, I'm telling you now, if that don't stop, they're gonna be trading him as soon as they get him. To me, listen, we know this is the geriatric team, but my thing is they got no legs in the fourth quarter. They got no legs in the fourth quarter. That's the problem. Until they get that shape, and LeBron can't save you every night. I'm telling you now, he can't save you every night. You know that liability. Once again, his name is Anthony Davis, who's, has to be available, which we already know he won't. My thing is, the key is they need to learn more defense. They're playing off their past record. Yeah, if this was the same team 7 years ago, yeah, they'd be a killer. But guess what? 7 years is gone. So Father Time is catching up. So it is what it is. Like I said, they're trying to put some magic together. I guess they figure throw it against the wall, see what sticks. Right now, their lineup's all terrible. So it just can't just throw any player in there with LeBron and think that it's gonna work. It don't work that way. And I agree. Melo is balling. Good job, T. Melo is balling.
Yeah.
But he can't do it by himself. Like I said, he ain't got them legs either.
Yeah.
Good luck with the Lakers. Maybe sixth place this year. I don't know. Good luck.
Brian.
I'm gonna call it right now. I know. I pretty much know. I don't think the Lakers are winning the championship with that team, and they are a big team that play like a small Golden State team. For some reason, they got like four. You got LeBron, AD, Dwan, Jordan. Who am I missing? Dwight Howard. And you running up and down with Golden State. I'm like, punish these guys. Somebody get in the post and punish them. No, they running back and forth. They lose. What happened? You play San Antonio. You barely won. You're running up and down. I'm like, nobody wants to get in the paint and post and slow the game down. They want to run. So I don't see this meshing. I think it's just a ball of bad gumbo, and then you're just going to have to eat it.
That would be Anthony Davis that needs to get down there in the post.
Yeah.
On every given night, he's the most dominant player down there, but maybe he's trying to save himself from injury.
He thinks he's a wing player, bro.
Yeah, right.
For me, I had this discussion with Emerson one day. We were talking, and I said to him, I said, I'm not wild about Westbrook starting. I said, I would prefer to see Westbrook come off the bench.
That's good. Yeah.
And I said, we know you're not going to see Westbrook come off the bench, but I said it would be better if he did come off the bench. So you can have a true point guard playing the point, because a true point guard will know when to speed up the game and when to slow down. And that's why, in that general, they have him coming off the bench, because you got Westbrook and you've got LeBron, shooting guard, point guard. In the end, not going to make it. Now we go to Mr. Hollywood Laker, Emerson.
Thank you for very much, and I appreciate everything you guys have shared here on the podcast. But let me take you into the kitchen for a moment. Okay, you get a top-notch chef, and he's a top gourmet chef, and he has a new recipe out, and he has a new dish he wants to put on the menu. So he's going to try a little bit of this. He's going to try a little bit of that. He wants to get all those ingredients and wants to put them together. Then he brings his team around. I need you to taste this. I need you to try that. And if it's not to their liking, he goes back in there and he mixes it all up again. And that's what keeps happening until he gets it right. And then the next thing you know, it's the #1 selling item on the menu. This is what's happening with the Lakers right now. They're just putting all the chemistry together. They're taking little pieces from here, taking little pieces, and they're going to stir it in the pot. And they're going to stir it in the pot. And they're going to stir it in the pot. And when it comes out, it's going to be nice. And it's going to be fresh. And then they're going to be right there at the end, winning the championship, LeBron leading the Lakers. And we're going to say, let's go Hollywood. We did it again. Get on my back. LeBron James says, I got another championship. You watch it and you wait and see. LA, I love LA. I love LA. Woo! Go Lakers.
While the chef is doing that, I'm going to another restaurant.
If this meal that you're preparing at the end, you don't win a championship, that meal sucked.
Huh?
Right now, I'm not paying full price for that meal.
Take it back and give it to the chef and say it was overcooked and it tastes cold.
You'll be back. It's a 5-star restaurant. Trust me, it's a 5-star restaurant.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets, Malcolm.
Yes. I mean, the Nets, right now, they're missing Kyrie. We already know that. We know Durant's going to do his thing, and, the rest of the guys are going to do their job. Harden is hard, To me, they're going to make some noise in the East, of course. I'm going to tell you right now, they will not win the East without Kyrie. That's straight off the top. They may come in second or third, but they will not win the East without Kyrie. So I'll leave it at that.
Harry.
Yeah, I agree with Malcolm. I don't see them winning the East without Kyrie. I'll just say it's the same thing I said about the Lakers. It's still early. Right now, Steve Nash has had to make some adjustments in terms of their offense and their substitutions, with Kyrie missing from the lineup. What I don't like is a lot of the workload being put on Durant right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know James Harden is trying to get back in form, coming off a hamstring injury from last year.
He's not getting the calls either.
Right. And I just feel like, number one, that has to stop, Malcolm. I think he's hunting for calls right now.
Yes.
And you just need to play. I mean, James Harden is a bully. He's 200 plus pounds, but he moves like a small guard. and just play ball. Just play bully ball. The calls will come. And right now, like I said, I think he's just hunting for the calls. He's not getting them, and it's kind of messing up his game right now. But again, we'll see. I know he's not 100%. But again, it's going to take some time. Let's see what happens with their recipe. If it turns out just as good or better than the Lakers.
Emerson.
Man, listen, the hottest thing going on in Brooklyn right now is Peter Luger's Steakhouse and Junior's Cheesecake. Listen, the Nets got some things they need to work on. I know it's early on, and I don't think James Harden is himself yet. I think he's working himself back into shape. You're going to see Kevin Durant logging a lot of minutes right now, which could be a problem coming down the stretch later on in the season. However, they do need Kyrie Irving, like Malcolm alluded to. I think he's an integral part of that offense and everything that they do. And like I stated earlier, with all the off the court issues and all of that with Kyrie, he's definitely one of the top players in this game, and he is box office good. So Kyrie, get back there, man. Help your teammates out, and we'll see what happens. But Peter Luger's is the hottest thing going right now.
I need a gift certificate from Peter Luger. If anybody got any coupons and gift certificate from Peter Luger's, I'll take it.
Ribeyes, Peter Luger, send us some ribeyes.
Okay, Brian.
I think there's three things I'm looking at with the Nets. I think they're going to be okay. They'll definitely make the playoff. But as T said, the workload that is being put on KD. If I was him, I would be a little upset knowing I'm coming off the injury that I did come off of. The way I played in the playoff, I carried you basically. And you got Kyrie, then you got Harden coming in, not fully in shape. Maybe his health, I'm not sure. But that's number one. Two, I want to see how Harden adjusts to the new rules. As me and my boy Y, I'll give him a shout out. We was talking, playing our PlayStation. James Harden is gonna have to make adjustments. Not getting these free throws, that's like 10 easy points that he's accustomed to getting right off the bat from the free throw line. So that's an adjustment right there. Yeah. So that's going to be a big adjustment for him. And I think their front line is still an issue. They are not big at the center and power forward. And I think those are the three things I'm going to be looking at with the Nets.
For me, what I see is this. The New York Knicks and Kevin Harden messed up.
You mean?
Not Kevin Harden, Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. They messed up. The Knicks should have gotten Kevin Durant when they should have. If I'm Kevin Durant and I'm looking at the Brooklyn Nets and I've got Kyrie Irving saying that I don't want to get the shot because of my beliefs. I got James Harden coming in looking like Elvis Presley.
The latter year, Elvis Presley.
I have to take a look and say, wait a minute. You want to be known as one of the greats, and you're coming in out of shape?
Yeah.
After we got embarrassed last year? Really?
Yeah.
We lost to Milwaukee, and what you went and got some Snickers and some Reese cups? No. And now I'm looking over there at the New York
those
Knicks.
jelly donuts.
I'm looking over at the New York Knicks. They're young, they're hungry, they want to have fun, and I got to be saying to myself, what did I just do?
Yeah.
So
He was listening to his boy Kyrie.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I wonder what he has to say now when he looks over at Harden and Kyrie.
And let it be
I'm going to
known.
bring this one up, guys. I know you guys are highly educated when it comes to Philadelphia Ben Simmons. And I'm going to start this one off with Terry. Where would you go with Ben Simmons?
I mean, right now it's just not a good look for Ben Simmons. if I'm a GM for another team, what is the incentive for me to try to make a trade for him right now? I have nothing to go off of but what I saw last year in the playoffs. So I have no incentive to even right now make a trade. I'm willing to sit back and wait till Philly potentially won't make the playoffs or look like they won't make it, and have you come to me begging for some of my, and then I don't even know what I'm going to give you. I don't want to give away my young talent for something that, from what I'm just basing off of last year, won't shoot, or refute, not willing to shoot, not willing to take big shots. So right now, to me, I feel like may have taken the wrong approach. Maybe he should have came in, chip on his shoulder, got out there. I understand you're not happy, but would have been a showcase for him. I've seen videos, him working on his jump shot over the summer. Come out, show what you got, and then you'll draw some interest from the team. We all know everybody knows you're not happy. So I think it's hurting Philly as well. It's not just hurting him, because Philly is they're stuck. There's nothing they can really do. And honestly, I feel like by Joel Embiid, if they really thought, in my mind, if they really thought Ben Simmons was that good, Joel Embiid would have went and talked to him. Hey, I know you went through a rough patch. Let's get this going. I know you're good. Let's figure something out. I'll work with you in the off season. We'll get it right, and let's come back to the team and let's play basketball. But I understand the frustration on Philadelphia and Embiid's part, but it's just not a good look for him right now. I don't see any team making a trade for him. Not for giving up any good talent.
Emerson.
Ben Simmons. When I think of Ben right now, I'm thinking about a song by Michael Jackson. Ben, we look no more. It's time for them to trade him. I don't think anything is going to get resolved from this situation. He's showing up at practice with his cell phone in his pocket, with some sweatpants on, while everybody else is in shorts. Your coach is telling you to do an assignment, and you say no, and I want to go home. All right, well, get out. Okay, I will. That doesn't sound like anybody that's ready to play basketball to me. So I have to revert to the song of Michael Jackson, Ben, we look no more. I don't think we found what we've been looking for. Goodbye, Ben. Trade him to the Globetrotters or somebody.
Wow. Talk about cold as ice. Malcolm.
Big E, I'm going to help you out. The best place Ben could go right now is the LA Lakers. Trade him for Russell straight up, because he don't have to shoot with LeBron in him there. LeBron going to say, yo, just get me the ball and you can do what you do, play your defense. He supposedly had been a defensive player, one of the top defenders in the league. I don't see it, but they said he was. So it's going to be a place. It's going to be a place for him. Somebody will take him because they may see the potential. And that, like I said, everything Philadelphia is done. That bridge is broken, burned, and done. He'll never go back over that bridge again, because he was standing on the bridge when it collapsed, by the way. In Philadelphia,
think of all those cheesesteaks he's going to miss.
The fans, they will not accept him whatsoever. Like I said, if they boo Santa Claus, think about what they're going to do to him. So it's just a matter of what you think Ben has left and what a coach can do with him. You know what I mean? So they'll find a place for him. It's just a matter of when. What it is, his value is down, and they don't want to, in other words, get basically nothing for him but a single first round. They want lottery and then some. I'm sorry, he ain't lottery worthy right now. So you're gonna have to take what you can get.
Trade him to the Globetrotters.
Brian.
Lakers, same thing, right?
Oh, my phone. I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, yeah. Now, Ben, I feel bad for him. I don't think there's ever been an organization that had 2 lottery picks. Who do they got? They got Ben, and who was the other kid that went to Orlando?
Markel Fultz.
Folks.
They had like 4 because Evan Turner too. They had.
At least he would shoot. Folks couldn't shoot.
Oh, Folks didn't shoot.
Yeah, folks couldn't shoot. Now you got Ben. I never seen this with an organization before.
Never.
And I blame everybody deserved the blame, but I do give Doc Rivers a lot of this because of last season. He had all season to work with this kid and tell him to shoot the ball in the regular season because he, as a player, knew in the playoff time weaknesses are going to be exposed. So he was supposed to help this kid out. And he just kind of glossed over it just like all the other coaches did. And now it's all fallback and it's just a mess. But if you gave me $100 million to shoot the ball, I'll shoot it every time. I'll be like Machine Gun Kelly. Shoot it every time.
I need a new
They'll take me out of the game because I'm shooting too much.
Yeah, he had his cell phone in his pocket, man.
Yeah. So
You know what, Malcolm, you said something that I truly agree with. Take Simmons, ship him off to LA, and send Russell to Philly.
I'm not taking that.
Well,
If I'm Philly, I wouldn't take that.
the thing is,
You gotta take something.
I'll take Dame Dollar. I ain't taking
that.
Russell.
You ain't
You
getting
ain't
that.
getting Dame Dollar. You can forget that.
You ain't.
No.
You ain't giving me Russell.
well,
I'll tell you
put it
that.
to you like this: you know, with Russell, you're going to have somebody that's going to shoot the ball.
But
And-
you're right back at square one.
Well-
He can't shoot from 3. He can't shoot from 15 foot.
But the thing about it is,
Don't get to the
you
rim.
won't have to worry about Russell going, do you think I should shoot the ball? I'm going to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he'll do it. Yeah, that's
No,
Machine
And
Gun
then
Kelly
you
too.
know, you got all kind of problems with Embiid too. Embiid, he's hurt again. I think his knee is hurt again.
Don't worry
I
about it.
don't know. He might.
Russell will be like
retired.
this. No problem. Take the day off. I'll shoot it. I'll shoot it all night.
Yeah, Embiid. I don't know Embiid. He got to get healthy. Embiid has to get healthy.
It's his foot, I think, bro.
They were talking about all the games he's missed since he's come into the league, man. He's never played a full season. Never, ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Quiet as kept. I'm gonna tell you this.
We're going to.
If I was Atlanta, I would make a move. Get him.
Interesting. Guys, Tom Brady, the GOAT. Emerson told me, he says, we got to bring it up. I said, it's about 11:15 at night. I got to go to sleep. I got to go to work. Okay. But we got to bring it up. Yeah, okay, we'll bring it up. Yeah, we're bringing it up. The GOAT.
The GOAT, the one and only, Tom Brady. Listen, you got to give credit where credit is due. I thought it was important that we bring this to the forefront and put this on the show today. Tom Brady, you deserve all the credit you get. Over the years, you've proven everybody's wrong. Every time they counted you out, you just show up and you do something great again. That's why they call him the GOAT. Enough said. I mean,
They want to say his last achievement, which was 600 touchdown. Am I right?
I want to say that. Yes, sir,
Okay,
Malcolm.
then
Yes, sir.
let
Yes,
let the viewers know.
Let
what
them
we're
know.
giving them the GOAT for.
600. Yes, to be exact. Malcolm, take it from there, Malcolm. I was
Not only
going to do it.
Not only that, the fan that got the ball, he crazy. I'm sorry, man. I'd have held that for ransom. 500,000
Yeah.
minimum.
Nah, he ain't getting it back.
One Bitcoin? Man, you better give me 5 Bitcoins. One Bitcoin? Oh yeah, New Jersey. Man, I can buy a New Jersey with 500,000. I don't need that. Need 500,000 minimum. I'd be like, yo, here's my lawyer, and you talk to him.
Yeah.
The number you need to see. The ball is right there, and it's there, man. I would have gone out that stadium. Yo, I've been on the next thing flying out that stadium.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing about it. You need security to get out of that stadium with
Ooh,
that
I would have got
football.
out. I would have got out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would get out of here.
You run through the field like you was Walter Payton.
Yeah.
I run like OJ through the airport.
I think the gentleman who gave back the football, he got season tickets for next season.
2 years. Yeah.
2 years, and he got a couple of jerseys.
Yeah,
a couple
jersey
of signed
from
footballs.
yep,
A Bitcoin worth 60,000 from Brady.
one Bitcoin.
One. Yeah, it was worth 60,000.
That's all. Now you give me 5 of them
Yeah.
You wouldn't have given
at
me
minimum.
5.
At
You'd have
minimum.
You'd have given me $2 million for that football if you won it back.
Probably more. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
Now they're
Can I say
finding
this?
out after
Let me
he
say
made
this.
after he made the deal, the
Mm.
football is now worth 500,000.
See, bad deal.
Right now, listen.
Bad deal.
Michael Jordan sneakers, the one he wore the 5th game of the season, they were
Yep.
regular Nikes. I got a picture of it. Sold for $1.4 million.
I saw that. Yes.
Sneakers that he wore
Yeah.
the 5th game of the season, his original sneakers that he wore, they were Nike. They weren't Air Jordans. They were regular
Yeah.
Nikes that he wore. 1.47 million. Now, what do you think that
Yeah.
football going to be worth 10 years
I'm
from
telling
now?
you.
Oh,
Man,
Get those season
that's
tickets out of
crazy,
here.
man.
Get that out
Call
of
my
here.
lawyer. Call my lawyer.
Yeah, talk to my lawyer.
Talk
Yeah.
to my lawyer, man.
You know what, though? Malcolm, I have a pair of Pumas, man, that I wore my
No good.
freshman year in high school.
No
I
good.
wonder what they're worth right now.
Nothing.
Mhm.
A cheeseburger.
You ain't achieved nothing in it.
Uh,
Probably got cherry curl juice on them.
I'll tell you this one. This was at my job when I just started the job. This was 25 years ago. And the president of the company, he's talking, and he said that he's a diehard Red Sox fan. And he went to a baseball game. It was the Red Sox. He caught the ball. It was Carl Yastrzemski's 500th home run.
Ooh.
I asked him, wow, what'd you do with the ball? He looked at me like, you idiot. I kept it.
Sure. Yeah.
And he still got that ball.
Wow.
I
Incredible.
probably sold it now.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Congr-
How old is he now?
Now it's time for a new house.
Yeah, he
know
can't
what?
be that young.
I'll put it
Sure.
like this. The
I'm
man is
sold.
probably right about now in his 70s, and he's sitting on more money than Elvis.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Well, he's sitting on money. All right. 'Cause I would have been down at Vegas.
Yeah.
Rolling, baby.
How much you want?
Guys, we're gonna do this real quick.
Let's go.
Chiefs. Titans. Chiefs only put up 3. Titans put up 27. Terry.
Didn't expect it. Didn't see this coming. Chiefs came out early, set the tone. I think they scored on like all 5 of their first half possessions. They took 27 to zip lead into the locker room. The Chiefs offense, they're pressing right now, and I've never seen that from this Chiefs team or Patrick Mahomes. He's pressing. Again, offensive line did not look good at all. Even in the run game, they had to abandon the run so early because Tennessee got off to that strong start. Kudos to Tennessee. Tannehill was efficient. 21 to 27 passes, 2 TDs. Derrick Henry's looking like he's trying to get that MVP this year. But for me, I think we've all said it. I hear other sports shows say it. When are we going to stop kind of giving the Chiefs the benefit of the doubt? I don't think they have it this year. Like I said, the defense looks bad. I mean, it looks really bad. They got 1 sack in this game. So, it might be time for a reboot. I hate to say it. It's still early, but I don't think we've seen Kansas City like this before, especially on offense. They're pressing, like
Mhm.
I said, and might be time to kind of just stop giving them the benefit of the doubt and start to be real with it. They're just not a good team right now.
Brian.
I'm going to keep it real short. Kansas City, I'll let you guys finish this line for me. Did you order the code red? They are in trouble. That's it. So
Bengals 41, Ravens 17. Emerson.
Listen, Joe Burrow, I've been telling you, listen, him and Chase, listen, that's the duo for the years to come. Joe Burrow and Chase, listen, that is a top-notch duo here in the NFL this year. Watch out for them. And they're in your division, so you need to be worried.
Malcolm.
No doubt they're showing themselves to be one of the greatest pass catch tandem in the league right now. I mean, we all said it. They should have got a offensive lineman, but they're making us look stupid when they got this kid who's a stud at receiver. I mean, this kid he's flourishing. He ain't just balling, he's flourishing. He's making it look easy. I mean, kudos to the Bengals. Their defense is also good too, so don't sleep in the defense. It ain't like a top-notch defense, but it's good enough to help them win. So, and Burrow, we already spoke about Burrow. We already know that kid is pretty good.
Okay, guys, give me your picks for tonight's game.
Real quick before we get
Packers
into
and
that,
Cardinals.
real quick. Dale Green's in the chat. We just want to say what's up. What's going on, Duck?
Yo, D Green.
What's up, D?
So,
and Doug,
D
just so you
Green,
hear
what up,
this, we
man?
working on it so we can get you on the show and call in.
Come on, call in, man. We want to hear you, man. We want to hear you.
sir,
We want to hear what you got to say about them Steelers, huh?
appreciate the support.
And
Yes,
Duck,
yes.
you know how I'm like the timekeeper. I got to keep things moving. What's up? Packers, Cardinals. Malcolm, who do you have?
Wow.
Pick.
The Packers don't have their receivers because he has COVID, my man Adams. So it's going to be kind of tough for Aaron Rodgers running around there. But you can never count Aaron Rodgers out. And also, we just found out that the Arizona Cardinals lost J.J. Watts for the year, you know?
Yeah.
So he's out. So this is going to be a tough one. But I'm not going to sleep on Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to call the Packers. Not only that, they're underdogs at 6 points, so I'm taking that.
Emerson.
I'm going with the Packers. I don't bet against that bad man. I know Arizona's having a great year, a great season. Bad man in those Packers, man. Aaron Rodgers all day with the Green Bay Packers.
Harry.
I'm going Cardinals as much as I hate to say it because they're in the Niners division. I just feel like offensively, Kyler Murray has the offensive weapons to give that secondary fits.
Okay. Brian.
I'm going to take the Cardinals too. I think Murray got all the tools to be the craftsman. He's going to do work on that Green Bay defense.
Okay. We're going to do this. Brian, myself, Browns, Steelers. Who do you have, Brian?
Steelers.
I got the Steelers too.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Cowboys. Cowboys, Vikings. Malcolm, who do you have?
Oh, this is a hard one, man. Jesus, man. I don't know, man. Let me see. I got to put on my thinking cap with this one. I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys, you know? I think, yeah, the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Okay. Emerson.
Cowboys.
All right. All right. Malcolm. Titans, Colts.
I'm going to go with the Titans. They're on fire. Although they lost to the Jets, believe it or not,
Okay.
the Titans lost to the Jets. Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Chargers, Patriots. Harry.
I'm going to go Patriots in this one.
Right.
On Patriots.
Brian. Giants, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay. Emerson. Buccaneers, Saints.
Tampa Bay.
Malcolm. Washington Broncos.
Broncos.
Terry, Jacksonville Seahawks.
I'm going Jacksonville.
Brian, Dolphins Bills.
Bills.
Okay. Emerson, Panthers Falcons.
I like the Panthers in this one right here.
I won't do this to you, Terry. Malcolm, 49ers Bears.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm talking about.
Oh,
All right, Terry, we know you were going to pick them. One eye open.
Must win. Must needed win.
Terry,
Yeah.
Eagles Lions.
Oof. I'm gonna go Lions. They're at home. They're desperate for a win. Give me the Lions. Bet on
They play
that.
hard. They play hard.
Yeah.
Rams, Texans. Brian.
Rams.
And I'm going to take, unfortunately, the Bengals over the Jets. Let the house take out a second mortgage and rob the neighbor and put everything on the Bengals. I don't care what the point spread is. Emerson, bring us home.
Well, we want to thank you for watching our 25th edition of XO Sports. And make sure you tell a friend, tell your neighbors, tell the cat, tell the dog. Tune in next week because we got some more hot sports topics. Beware or be square, but be there. XO Sports Talk. We're coming back next week, y'all. And we'll see you, fellas. Peace out. To all of
Bye,
our fans.
everybody. God bless.
Peace.
Good night,
Everyone.
Episode, episode 26. Be there. Peace.
XO Sports. XO Sports.
Lakers.
XO Sports. Woo!
Recording stopped.